did a video based off of one of my no-goes that I am actually going to be adding. I hope this is right. Oh no, wait. So this is actually another copy. So I have different copies everywhere. I'm adding another no-go to my list here. Not being afraid to set a boundary and saying no, I can't help you. The things I've been struggling with for a while is like saying no and not feeling guilty. I will say no, but then sometimes there is this guilt that I feel for having to set a really hard boundary with someone. Just being confident in saying no and releasing myself from having guilt. That is one thing I am adding to my no list. No, making myself feel bad about setting boundaries where they need to be set. I did a video a couple of days ago just kind of talking about how, because I have a hard time sometimes setting boundaries with people, because I often want to be resourceful, I often want to help people, and sometimes I feel like, okay, like I have the information that they may need, or I know how to access the information and navigate the system or whatnot, or learn to navigate whatever that may be. And I will find myself in these situations where now I am constantly extending my boundaries when I really don't want to. And I was talking about a situation where I had went to Target, and I will show some clips of that video in here just to give you a little bit of idea, because sometimes I feel so strongly about helping people, and sometimes you can exhaust yourself. Sometimes you can come off as the know-it-all. Sometimes like too involved or whatnot, and sometimes you just need to mind your business. And there's sometimes where it is okay to be helpful, and knowing when to set your boundaries, and knowing when someone may need your assistance, and being resourceful. I always say I'm not a gatekeeper. I love to see people win. I love to see people successful. I hate unnecessary boundaries, or I'm sorry, I hate unnecessary barriers that are sometimes put in people's way. So I'm always, trying to help and assist, but sometimes it can be enabling. Sometimes, like I said, you can come off as a know-it-all, like, oh, they think they know everything or something like that. And then sometimes people can take advantage of your kindness and your willingness to be that resource for them. So that's one of the things that I was exploring and processing the past week or so. So I'll throw some little clips in here in their lives. And I have to always watch out for exhaustion, especially as a Black woman. I was watching this video where this guy was saying that his mom told him, he was of Indian descent, and his mom told him, if you are ever in a situation where you are in trouble or you need some help, find a Black woman and they will help you. They will give you the information, help get you to safety, whatever it is, right? Whether it's finding something in a grocery store, because I know I can be in a grocery store and I have a story that I'm gonna tell, and someone may come and ask me like, oh, where is such and such and such, and then I find myself like, oh, let's go look for it. And it's not necessarily that they think that I am the help, because you might get into some situations like that. So I did mention that I am going to be, or I started a 21-day fast. And so what I am doing now is just writing a couple of things, or a few things actually, that I want to be able to focus on and accomplish during this 21-day fast. I'm not going to really share it with you, my list, but I am going to show you where I am kind of like jumping to in my outline. So we kind of talked about the no goals. I think I did the mean to me in the introduction. Um, then I kind of skipped over powerful affirmations. I'll probably come back to that a little bit later. I think I talked about the journaling space. I think I went over like what all of this stuff kind of means and whatnot. So I'm going all the way down to easy goal tracking. That's where I'm going to put these goals that I feel that I can accomplish in the next 21 days. So about so far I have 8 things that I have written out, 9. So I have 9 things that I have written that I want to accomplish in the next 10. Some of it is just things, whether it's related to my business, whether it's related to my personal life. It's just some areas that I just want to give a little bit more attention to focus on. The Easy Tracker is just about whether you want to exercise, whether you want to do like finances or something. It's really easy. You just write down your goal. Maybe break it out in different objectives if you want. You could do it whichever way you want. And then as you complete, check it off. You know, I don't make it too convoluted. Of course, there's trackers on your phone now. I'm always tracking my steps. I'm tracking just certain things. But what I found that there is so much more. I feel like you get more it etched into your mind when you actually do pen to paper. You can see it better. Maybe the generation that I came from, that could be, related to that. Maybe the younger children, they might be more, inclined to use their phone to kind of measure their progress. Going back at the end of the night, or when you accomplish that thing, being able to go into your little journal here and check it off. The other thing that I find that's helpful for me is going back to look through what I've done. I often talk about me going back through my journals and kind of seeing where I started from and where I'm at now. And sometimes I feel like we lose it when we're into our phones, because it becomes like just, unless you're really organized, I don't feel like I'm that organized on my phone. And it just becomes just too much stuff. It's nice to have those major things right here in your hand, right at your fingertips, like literally at your fingertips, where you can actually go and look and see. So that's just one way how I use the Easy Tracker. I've showed you guys the outline of the self-directed guide. I've showed you guys how to set your no goals. I am going to, like I said, you've seen the video, if I put it in here somewhere, of me exploring and processing about helping others and how I feel really strongly about it, but sometimes it can be exhausting. Sometimes people can take advantage a little bit, because I have to also trust that the people around me can get their needs met. And they know how to tap into their own resources. As a therapist, we are continually teaching people how to be resourceful, right? How to look for supports, identify supports, and how to utilize supports. And sometimes you can feel guilty about setting boundaries and saying no. Um, so we'll just keep plugging away. And then maybe the next time we'll talk about powerful affirmations. And these affirmations are going to help you accomplish, whether it's these easy goals right here, or even some of your more challenging goals. How do we pull and really use powerful affirmations that mean something to you, and something that will help you in your journey